Hi everybody, Michael Bash from the Bash Institute and welcome to this video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the importance of influence, especially when we're looking at our success. Now, in life, you're only ever one of two perspectives. You're either being influenced by something, and your responsibility then is, what am I allowing myself to be influenced by? Or you are influencing something. And then your choice is quite simple. What am I influencing with? So to give you an idea, take a look at this short clip. That old lady with the steering wheel. But that's such a prime example of when she was being influenced by just being the passenger and thus having to go with the driver of the car, to when she was able to influence by putting the steering wheel in her hands, the driver next to her. And that's how it is in life. Now, why is this important? Well, let's look at the opportunity you have in front of you right now. It's when it comes to network marketing, people tend to kind of go about it the wrong way. They want to sort of jump in with the offering and kind of tell as many people as they can, as quickly as they can, as fast as they can. The problem with that is that you're going to build up a resistance in people. It's what we call guidance avoidance. For example.
Man, I'm so amazing. I can sell anyone, anything.
Yeah, whatever, man. Hold on, I gotta go.
Hey, lady. Hey, you know special? Get back.
So as you can see in that clip, greatest salesman on the earth until they see that customer and they storm down upon her with all their features and benefits. And you can see the look in her face. She couldn't wait to get away or have that guidance avoidance avoiding them. That's not where we want to be in life. That is not truly influencing people. It is more being a salesperson. Now, we don't need to sell our lives. So here's where we're going to start for you to understand the effect that influence has. Take the opportunity that you have right now. Now, most people will say to you, the best people to start off trying to get to know this type of product and the service and network marketing would be to start with your family. And I'm going to tell you that they are probably the worst people to start off with. And why do I say that? Well, that's because they're there to protect you. They're there to keep you safe. And they also have a narrative, storyline around who you are as a person. Our families are mostly the most critical people when it comes to who we are as a person. Imagine, for example, you were to go to your mom and your dad and you were to say to them, I'm not going to study at university, I'm going to become a musician. This is my passion, this is what I want to do. What do you think their response would be like? Well, let's take a look.
Mira, they're setting up for tonight. The music competition for Dia de Muertos. You want to be like your hero? You should sign up.
My family would freak.
Look, if you're too scared, then, well, have fun making shoes. Come on, what did De La Cruz always say?
Seize your moment?
Show me what you got, muchacho. I'll be your first audience.
Miguel! Abuelita!
What are you doing here? Leave my grandson alone. Doña, please. I was just getting a shine. I know your tricks, Mariachi. What did he say to you?
He was just showing me his guitar.
Shame on you.
My grandson is a sweet little angelito querido cielito. He wants no part of your music, Mariachi. You keep away from him.
That's right, they would probably freak out, and it is their job to do so. They are there to try and protect you, and that's a good thing. So rather, before we start with our family, rather start with a friend. And that's because the level of influence that a friend has over your life is completely different to the level of influence your family has. They have a completely different viewpoint of you as a person, and they tend to be far more forgiving about you as a person. Now, why do I say this? Well, because you want to start off strong. It is for most people quite a nervous space to be able to take a new product or service and position it in front of another person and say, look, hey, I've got this, would you be interested? A lot of people are very scared to be able to do that. So we try to play it safe and go with family. But like I've said, they're going to be far more critical. So they're going to spend more time focusing on why they think this won't work in order to keep you safe, as opposed to why they think it would work. Whereas when you work with a friend who's going to be far less critical over you as a person, they're probably going to spend more time exploring the opportunity, and they'll probably end up being your first sign-up. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't mean that we're never going to deal with family. In fact, we're going to circle back round to family. Once you've got 1 or 2 signups underneath you, you've got a little bit of confidence and you've put it out there with people that are going to look more critically at the service than as you as a person, then go back to your family. Go back with a little bit of a success behind you, because that's what they're going to be looking for. So if they see that you, out of your own, have started to make this into a success, has started to sign up some more people, they are more likely to then be objective about the product and service as opposed to subjective over you as a person. So start with a friend, build up the confidence there, and then circle back around to family. So here's my next tip to becoming a good influencer and to understanding influence marketing too. And that is, use the technology that is available to us today. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, your LinkedIn accounts, the social media that's out there. That is an advantage we have today that companies that had launched 15, 20, 30 years ago did not have. And that is the ability to be able to interact with people at different places and spaces in their life almost in real time. Now, what I want you to do is not just take a message and bombard it across those platforms and networks, but instead go and take a look at the contacts that you have on there. Go take a look at your friends. Go take a look at the groups that you're involved in. See what kind of posts people are putting up, and then try and find a way to influence them through their own post. So for example, you might come across a friend who has a particular problem, and your product or service might be able to alleviate or solve that problem. And the funny thing with people is that they're very free to put up what their issues are in social media. So they're going to put up a post and say, my child is very sick today, long queues at the hospital, don't know what to do. And you could just come on and say, hey, I saw that, really sorry you're going through this. You know what, I found this fantastic offering that may be able to help. I find it works for me. Would you like to know more? And then just share your referral link. And what you will see happening is a higher conversion rate. And that's because when the person gets that, you are actually solving a problem that is real to them at that moment in time. And thus they would be grateful for your answer and for your product and for your service, as opposed to you trying to influence them and say, hey, I've got this, you've got to look at this, it's going to make so much money, it's going to be so fantastic and great. So use social media. Go in there. Start to interact with people. Start conversations. See where different people are at different spaces in their lives. And then see how your product or service can filter into their lives. And position it like that. So it becomes a little bit more targeted. But also you're using influence in the right way. By influencing a person where they are in their lives right now. So my last tip for the day should be a little bit obvious, and that is network, network, network. Get out there, meet people, engage with people. Go to things like parents-teacher associations, and it's not all about just, like I say, storming them with the offer, but it's about engaging with them, getting to know where they are in their life cycle. You want to network with purpose. You want to be able to get to know people. And like I said, that way you're able to position the offering into their lifestyle, into the way that it would make the most amount of difference to them as an individual, as opposed to just hitting them with the features and benefits and hitting them with the features and benefits. So it can be a simple thing as being out, and let's say, for example, you're out at the pub, right, for argument's sake, and you've got a friend who's busy saying how he's struggling to keep up with the school fees for his 3 kids. And you could go to him and say to him, look, hey, I completely agree with that. You know, it's very difficult. Things are so expensive. So here's one of the things my wife and I did is we reduced some of our monthly costs with this wonderful package called CaesarWise. And it meant that we were able to have unlimited doctor's visits. And the savings we made from that has helped us be able to augment, you know, the school fees and those other things that are quite expensive. So you see how I've weaved that into the narrative. I haven't just tried to throw it down his throat and tell him how successful I am in business. Remember what I said to you, this isn't about you. It's about what the service or the product offering does for you. And in that case, you're helping them see the opportunity in their own lives. You're helping them see how this would be of greatest advantage to them as individuals. So, guys, really excited to see you growing through this opportunity. Like I said, take cognizance of some of the things we've looked at today. Become an influencer in these different avenues and areas of your life, and you'll see how things just start to work for you so much easier when you can get around that guidance avoidance and straight to the heart of a person. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you soon.